What is up guys, and welcome back to another installment of the Strange Man mode. In the last episode we got ourselves some pretty solid melee stats as well as a piece of Dagon High and some magic upgrades. In this episode I'm going to be transitioning to a new Slayer Master, but before I do so, let's go ahead and hunt for the Black Mask. I know that's a very common item, it's not very strange to obtain one, but it is strange we went all the way to 85 Slayer without getting one. So with that being said, let's descend into the cave horrors and see how long it takes, hopefully stacking up some herbs along the way, maybe with last recall or something. Gorgeous, there he is, coming in, beautiful, just over 100 kills done. And we get our Black Mask, the first purple drop that has appeared on the floor that provides those beautiful melee bonuses. I don't really think I'm going to bother to imbue it. I might check Soul Wars to see if it's still currently active, but it is the 22nd of February, so I'm not too sure how many players will be there. But yeah, that's a massive upgrade for the Slayer grind. I cannot wait to get started. Okay, now that we're actually getting somewhere in terms of our combats, I feel like it's a good time to go ahead and unlock tier 6. Now after that one we can go ahead and select a Slayer assignment as opposed to just being assigned random stuff, which will be quite cool. But on top of that we also get a 3x common items for drop rates, which is really cool as we'll be beginning a lot of other bosses. So we need 2,500-ish more points. As you can see we did get quite a few passively since unlocking tier 5, so it's really cool. And for a task I needed a big fishing net, so forget doing it the conventional way, we're telegrabbing the one on the northern reaches of Piscaridius, because we're just strange like that. And we're going to be achieving level 75 cooking over at the observatory's little hut with the professor and his little minion. And there we have it, very nice. We're just cooking through some of those sharks we got from the brine rats. Ugh, I'm just shuddering thinking about that grind. I finally managed to cobble together some snake grass over from the Hobgoblin Peninsula on the east coast of Hesidius. And that will make up our entire stack of prayer potions, 47 of them. I actually do want to try Bandos fairly soon because I can have 3 fragments that equip absolute unit. And with last recall it might not be too bad. Accuracy wise we're going to suffer big time, but I mean it could happen. And we're at the very verge of unlocking tier 6 right now, we're not very far at all. The final 2 things I'd like to do is get 5 Sarachnis KC and then finish off by claiming my 99 strength. And those 2 things will put me well over the threshold and I can resume the Sarachnis hunt for our weapon upgrade. And naturally we're going to finish off our 99 strength and unlock tier 6 through doing some Slayer. But I figured we'd stockpiled such a large amount of points, we might as well unlock a Slayer helm for 400 points. So there we go. We can't currently block anything else, but we shouldn't be assigned anything too bad other than maybe Steel Dragons, but I'm hoping that won't happen. Anyway, let's hopefully combine all the components together. And there we have it, a Slayer helm, very gorgeous. I'm not going to imbue it for now and we'll mostly just use this for the melee tasks ahead. That being said, let's claim our first assignment from Neve. That is going to be 142 cal fights, let's go. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty interesting acquisition. Dragon Spear coming in. Finally something from the Ring of Wealth. It's been so long, almost 99 strength. We've had this thing for a while now and yeah, I guess that's a dragon item. That's not too bad. But we would prefer the shield left half if anything. This is like how you know their account is strange. Who voluntarily actually comes to the Isle of Souls dungeon to do Fire Giants aside from people that are doing Konar? And yeah, there's level 86 Slayer. And after this Fire Giant is dead, we have our first 99 on the league. Absolutely gorgeous. And there we have it, tier 6 as well as 99 strength. We can switch to the other combats, but for now, that puts us in a good spot because we can equip some additional relics. That's going to be a lot better for PVM. So we are going to go back to Sarachnis pretty soon. As we can equip probably absolute unit along with all the twin strike relics and recall, which is pretty dope. So that is going to be absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, on top of that as well, obviously we did touch on this earlier, but drop rates get increased from ×2 to ×3. So all the bosses, we've saved ourselves from the grind. We are ready to begin a lot of cool stuff. So before we proceed to the Sarachnis grind, I did want to come down into the Waterbirth Island dungeon and do something most unusual. I've been rocking the leather gloves for a very long time now. Obviously staying away from the RFD quest, seeing as that's like a very common piece of equipment. So we'll be getting a minor upgrade from giant rock crabs. They directly drop a piece of rock shell gloves and a rock shell splinter, which can also make us the legs. So we'll have 2 pieces of a very, very strong armor set going into Sarachnis. That didn't take too long. That was literally 2 KC. Oh my goodness. Well, we are going to stick around and also pick up the rock shell gloves before we leave, but that's actually really encouraging to see, because that means we only have the less rare ingredient to hunt down. And another massive upgrade flying in, the rock shell boots. Not many adventurers have worn this elusive item. I'll be one of the few of those lucky champions. Well, that did not take too long. There's a pair of rock shell gloves. We did have to come back with mage, as these guys' defensive stats are just increasingly high. So that's both the gloves, the boots, and the plate body, and the plate legs. Now the only component we need also to create the body and legs is a Dagannoth hide. So what I'm thinking is, I might do a scuffed tribrid DK strip and see if it works. I'm actually increasingly excited to see this. And another added benefit of tier 6, which is that you get to choose your own assignment. Look at that, dude. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose Dagannoth. Let's go. We can get an added 15% accuracy and damage, at least for the melee style. That should at least help us get a foothold in the dungeon when we start our tribrid trip. Again, if worst comes to worst, I can just AFK Rex to get my 5 hides to create my beautiful rock shell stuff. And believe it or not, this is our exceptional inventory that we're going to be using to slaughter those DKs. Ye of little faith, we have a super set. I think these are from like the grubby chest or something, but basically I'm going to be relying on absolute unit and the melee accuracy and twin strikes to at least get supreme down. And other than that, if we could actually kill them, it's like a 1 in 30 for the rings. So I mean, there might be a slim chance of me walking away with 1 or 2. Pause. Please. Yes! Yes! We don't care about the bones. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's true. Ooh, scroll box hard. Come on, ranged. And is that the final blow? Not quite. Yeah, look at how we did it. The tribrid DKs. We actually did the thing. Yo, and we got a mod battle staff. Let's go, dude. Not bad. That wouldn't have been the most interesting of the drops. Would rather get on a Sears ring. But we did kill all 3, so that's done. I guess we'll just stick with Rex for the entirety of the remaining Dagannoth hides. But that was cool to know we can do it with all this scuffed gear. And now comes the fateful moment where we retire the rune armor to the dust. We only obtained it last episode, but we'll be a Chad clad in rock armor from head to toe. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So let's obtain him from Mr. Skullgrimman. There we go. Look at us. Absolutely gorgeous. One of the very few in the league rocking such amazing aesthetics. Okay, now that we've properly equipped ourselves, we can now start the earnest grind for the Sarachnis Cudgel. That'll be the next step up in the weapon progression. A huge leap forward from the Dragon Mace, even though it served us very, very well for the previous couple of episodes. The benefit being, we now have the Slayer Helm, so we're going to get a lot more accuracy. Probably get like 2 kill trips. I still don't want to waste prayer potions, but yeah, we can get assigned spiders every time now by Terrail, so it should be absolutely beautiful. Yo, look at that unexpected turn of events. We actually ended up getting another unidentified combat fragment. I think as far as I'm aware, there was 2 that I could have gotten that were potentially new, so I'm kind of excited. What can this be? Yo, a new one! A special discount fragment. Hang on a sec. I think this has got to do with the special attack energy. Okay, fragment menu. Let's scroll all the way down to special discount. Special attack cost reduction. Special attacks that cost more than 50% energy will cost 50% instead. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. And then it scales up the tier. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then that gives us Twin Strikes and Dragon's Touch. So yeah, there's definitely a couple of situations where this can be useful, I suppose, as far as bosses go anyway. Well, yeah, this is not what we wanted to see. I'm like surprised that we even freaking seen this on the league. The Jar of Eyes. It's completely useless because of course we're just like not even going to go ahead and unlock construction, but yeah, I'd really appreciate a goddamn cudgel, bro. 108 AC. I guess we can't complain yet, but this is just weird, bro. This is very weird. And that is level 80 cooking from passively getting up some lobsters. We're currently about 150 KC into the Arachnis grind. Once again, I don't know why the J-mods hate the progression route I've chosen to take, but for whatever reason, the cudgel is still the base game drop rate. It's not 1 in 150, it's 1 in 385, and there I am suffering. Actually, no, I'm having a lot of fun at Arachnis, but yeah, level 80 means we can now cook sharks without having the boost, which is actually pretty good. I think my time at Arachnis is currently nearing an end. As you can see, we're almost level 95 defense. I do want to just gain a few more stats from regular Slayer combat. It's not too big a deal if we don't walk away with the cudgel. I think we can definitely do some of the bossing I have lined up with the Dragon Mace, albeit at a much reduced rate. But that's absolutely fine. In any case, we are finishing up with just over 300 KC, so I think I'll just give it until the end of this current spider task, and then I will move on to something else. Well, there we have it. That seals the deal. That was 306 KC to finish off. Unfortunately, not walking away with the cudgel, but we do walk away with quite a few Slayer levels. We're almost level 90 right now, which is really cool. And aside of that, we also got 95 defense, 95 attack, so combat is looking very, very nice right now. And on top of that, we got a whole bunch of crafting materials and herb lore stuff, as well as runes, so never any losses from this grind for sure. It was really fun, and we made just shy of 9 mil. There's the loot that you can see. Yeah, lots of runes, which is really cool and really useful. But yeah, the crafting stuff should really get me far. I think we'll get to like level 75 even, which will be quite useful, I think. And with such a mountain of crafting XP completed, it is time for us to craft yet another upgrade in the glove slot this time. So anyway, as I was saying, it is time for us to craft our combat bracelet. That will function as our best in slot until the end of the game, functioning as a much needed upgrade from the granite gloves, which served us well for the entirety of the Arachnis grind. So yeah, there we have it. Beautiful combat bracelet on the Strange Man. Also, I completely forgotten about the Laren keys we had lying around since last episode. With the amplified drop rate, the chance for Dagon High has never been higher, so therefore let's go. Let's find our way to the key. Alright, Laren chest, what have you got in store for me this time, brother man? That's the 6th and 7th openings. That's a lot of pure essence. Holy. I'm waiting. Oh, yes. We got a Dagon High piece again. The row bottom. The lucky strike. Yes. We're going to need all the Zami stuff. Because later on, the fragment that gives a lot of accuracy is dependent on Zami items. So we have 2 of them now. And we also have completed the In Search of Knowledge. Naturally, with that many Arachnis kills, it was fairly easy to get a hold of all the temple pages. So I think we're going to put all of this on magic, possibly. That should give us a fair chunk of XP towards level 89. And soon enough we'll be at the barrage threshold, which is like 94. Might use it a fair bit in Slayer for the next few levels. And as I mentioned before, since we put a bit of magic XP from that lamp for In Search of Knowledge, I'm going to unlock Desert Treasure for the low amount of 24 Seer's Renown. So let's go ahead and get that unlocked. That will give us the Ancient Magics. And of course, it is fairly easy for us to go ahead and unlock that with the spellbook you get from the set effect for the Arcane Grimoire, so we can send a few burst tasks between now and a higher Slayer level. So I had to send a Dusty's task with Ancients. I couldn't go without it. It's too nice to avoid. I'm getting some absolutely massive XP drops. I think I might even get 2 mage levels in the course of this task. Already went up to level 89, 90 Slayer as well. This is the part of the game I'm actually going to enjoy a lot. Yes, now this is the drop we did want to see from the RDT. That is absolutely gorgeous. We're about to embark on the Bandos grind at some point in the near future, and I think the Dragon Square Shield will be more than sufficient as an alternative to the Crystal Shield. So I'm excited, dude. This is huge. We just need to fork out 750k and then, yeah, we have our best in slot shield. I'm excited. Yeah, this is ultra weird. I'm actually going to be buying the shield right half from the Mythical Guild Armory. But yeah, there it is. The Dragon Square Shield. It's never looked more beautiful. Well, there are 2 more assignments I have my mind on before I begin the Bandos grind. And one of them is actually going to be gargoyles. Not only is it really great money, which I'm now realizing is not actually all that useful for this current account, but also we have a small chance of obtaining the G-Maul, which, yeah, I would honestly love to use that as a spec weapon with the special discount relic over at Bandos. And that is the gargoyle task completed. We sniped ourselves not 1 but 2 granite moles for the Bandos grind up ahead. I can't believe I unlocked Song of the Elves just to be able to come and get this next upgrade. But either ways, we selected for ourselves a neck reel task, and I want to get some rune boots because I'm edgy like that. I'm not going to get any dragon boots. That's right, rune boots till the end of the game. Let's kill some Necreals, baby. And there are the beautiful turquoise boots. You'll love to see it. That was only a handful of Necreals. And I'm really enjoying how powerful we're getting. I hit a 5141, a total of 92 damage with this gear setup. Honestly, I'm so powerful, dude. And the final beastie I'd like to tackle from the Slayer grind before commencing the Bandos grind will be Abyssal Demons. Now, I do want to reiterate that I will obtain an Abyssal Whip, but I will not be using it for Bandos. Besides, if it wasn't for Strange Man mode, you wouldn't have been able to witness one of possibly the only few people to get an Abyssal Whip from this Abyssal area. These demons look really cool too. I don't know what it is. It might be that they're surrounded in their natural habitat. Ah, lovely. There it is. About partway through the task. It's nice to see this rising in value a little bit again after setbacks we've had in the economy this year. There it is, the Abyssal Whip. It won't be used, but it's a nice keepsake for the league. We achieved it, but we're not gonna use it. It's such a weird feeling. And there we are, we've completed that Abyssal Demon assignment. That's left us actually in a really good position, only as far as stats are concerned of course, to go and fight Bandos, which we'll do in the next episode. And there's only one thing remaining that I'd like to do before the end of this episode. I've been able to stack up a lot of goodies through fighting Arachnis and doing some Slayer. All of these alks are just waiting to be piled up, so I think I'm going to head to the Werewolf Agility course and try and strive for 70 Agility, and that unlocks us the Dorgesh Khan Agility course as well. I will be using both of those in order to unlock the 4th floor of the Hallowed Sepulchre, and then that will be our primary way of restocking prayer potions as well as Sandfew serums. And that should be 70 Agility coming in from the Werewolf Agility course. That does of course unlock us the Dorgesh Khan cave system. That is where we're heading next. We'll probably be heading there from 70 to 75, and then the remainder of our agility, whatever that might be, will just take place over in the Hallowed Sepulchre. As for this episode though, I had a lot of fun. Our stats are looking absolutely beastly. In the next episode, we take on Bandos for the plate body and the plate legs. Oh, also, before we get to the video outro, my nephew did ask me for a video shout out. He's been watching the channel. He says he's my #1 fan. I'm not too sure if that's true, but Oscar, if you're watching this, then my friend, thank you. You're a goosehead, and have a nice day. In any case, I do hope you guys have been enjoying the Strange Man mode, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.